Alright, welcome everybody to Livestream under the Moonshine with myself, Zaxtor99. Livestream under the Moonshine with Zaxtor99. This is episode number 202. I haven't done any Livestream under the Moonshines for several months now. We're going to get back to this, doing this stream Monday through Friday at midnight Eastern. So if you didn't know about this, here you go. If you're watching this video after I went live, now you know. So tonight, we're going to go ahead and start a game. I haven't watched anybody play it. I haven't played it myself at all. I know literally nothing about the Doki Doki Literature Club, except that it's a free game that came out last year on Steam. Kind of a visual novel, I assume. And we know that I typically like playing, good visual novels. And this one, unlike a lot of visual novels, is super, super popular. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews. Right now, having more than 100,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. So that means, knowing myself, knowing that my own game only has a handful of reviews, and it's been downloaded several hundred times by users, the percentage of reviews compared to how many people actually play the game is very small. So for this game to have more than 100,000 reviews on Steam, it's probably been played and downloaded several million times. I wouldn't be surprised if this game's been downloaded and played more than 10 million times. So a very, very popular game from last year, and we're going to find out why everybody continues to rave about the Doki Doki Literature Club, and we're going to find out what it's all about right here. So I do ask, if you've already played this yourself, if you've already seen it, please don't play spoiler for other viewers in the stream or me, but hopefully you'll hear hopefully you'll be here to be entertained and enjoy watching my first experience. So it says here, just launching the game the first time, this game is not suitable for children who are easily disturbed. Okay, that sounds like it might be pretty good. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please go to this website and look at their warnings. I assume that means, hey, if you're on the edge of committing suicide or something like that, you might not want to play the Doki Doki Literature Club because it may not be a safe experience. So basically they're warning you, hey, if you're really depressed, don't play this game. This game might drive you to the edge of suicide. We don't want to be responsible for any mofos out there committing suicide. I think we're safe there. At least I'm safe. But if you're a viewer, and yeah, you're on that edge of depression, so much so that you've already been having suicidal thoughts or something along those lines, really dark thoughts, maybe you don't want to watch me play. There you go. I don't want to be responsible either. I'm just saying. Let's continue on. I actually have to agree. Wow. By playing the Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and you consent to your exposure of some highly disturbing content. Wow, I tell you what, I'm already liking this game. I had no idea this game was supposedly so dark and disturbing, because you look at it on the Steam page and it looks like happy, smiley anime girls, and it looks like a fun time. I thought this was kind of a party game. I had no idea this was a dark, disturbing, creepy kind of a game. Wow. I am excited. I like this. Let's go ahead and agree. Hell yeah, I agree. Alright, and it got colorful. Well, thank you, Team Salvato, for giving us a free game that so many people have enjoyed so much. Oh, the music, I like it. Let's go ahead and turn it down a little bit, though. I want you guys to be able to hear, obviously, my voice over the music. Maybe I could just go here and turn the music down here. Let's do that. I don't know why all these games always have music all the way really high. You know, when most people, especially if you're streaming, you're going to prefer the music to be a lot lower. I'm looking at the music volume on OBS. Turn the sound up a little bit. Let's go there and see how that works. Okay. Text speed, let's slow that down just a little bit. Actually, slow is probably low, right? Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's just go ahead and go to new game. Please enter your name. My name, Zaxtor99. My name is Zach. If nobody knows my real name, it's Zach. But I'm assuming I'm going to be a guy in the game. I'm assuming I can be a guy. Like, it doesn't tell me, hey, enter a girl's name or enter a boy's name. It says enter your name. Well, I'm going to play a game with this game. I am not giving this game my real name. We are going to dodge this name game. And I'm going to be, let's be Dodger. Dodger, I'm a Dodger of the name game. Dodger sounds like a good name. I like it. Hey! Somebody says. We don't even know who. Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. And that girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were just children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've just known each other for so long. Yeah, I can understand that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would just oversleep more and more frequently, and I was getting tired of waiting up for her. How you doing, Cabby? Welcome, hun. Have you ever seen this or played this, Cabby? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh my god. Running away because she's throwing her arms at you and saying, hey? It's kind of weird. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. But I feel like running away, but I just stop and let her catch up to me, probably because I don't want to be rude. Alright, well, I had no idea this was such a dark and morbid game, but I had to agree to being over 13 and agree that, you know, or understand that I'm not suicidal or really clinically depressed to play. So here we go. I had no idea this was such a great game. I mean, such a morbid game. Sayori, oh my god, look at those eyes. What the hell? What's going on with her? Oh, she's laughing. Ha 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 ha, she says. I overslept again. Oh, she's not laughing. She's like saying, but I caught you this time. And Dodger, me says, I named myself Dodger because I didn't want to give them my real name. I wanted to dodge their name game, so I named myself Dodger. This game is really dark. Yeah, it certainly doesn't look like it from the Steam page. So she says she overslept, and she's glad she caught me. And I say, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Wow, rude. Yeah, you say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Dodger. Isn't that what I just said? Rude. How you doing, Wolfie? Welcome, welcome. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Man, this Dodger guy, me, I guess, in this game, in this story, that some of you have probably already seen or played, I am cold-hearted, am I not? I mean, I just lay the truth right out there. Hey, if people think you're weird, I don't want them associating you and me as being friends. That might give me a bad image. She's like, fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehehehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Dodger, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not... Oh, this is me, sorry. I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. And that's not true. I love her expressions, like holding her arms up. Look at his eyes. Yeah, he is cold, Cabby says. How you doing, Barty? Hey, Barty, you might want to stick around for this. This is, I mean, 100,000 people, more than 100,000 people on Steam have given this game overwhelmingly positive reviews. So Doki Doki Literature Club is a big deal. I mean, it just came out last year, and as I've already estimated, it wouldn't surprise me if more than 10 million people have played this game in just a year. So yeah, it might be worth sticking around for, man. It's super popular. Hey, it's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever the hell she's talking about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average, you know, getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey, that sounds like me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before you go to college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. Just shut up. Don't be a NEET? What the hell is a NEET? Do you know what a NEET is, Christian? Alright, let's find out here, guys. I gotta admit, guys, I have no idea what the frickin' NEET is. Let's find out. For anybody else out there, a NEET is a young person who is not in education, employment, or training. The acronym NEET was first used in the United Kingdom, but has spread to other countries and religions, including Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and the United States. The United Kingdom classification comprises of people aged 16 to 24, some 16 and 17-year-olds, who are still compulsory school age. Classification comprises people, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So it was distinguished, blah, blah, blah. So you can go to Wikipedia. But basically, it's a young person who is not in education, employment, or training. There we go. So anyway, I say I'll take a list. I'll take a look at a few of the clubs if it'll make you happy. No promises, though. Sayori says, "Will you at least promise me you'll try just a little?" Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? And again, remember, guys, when you're looking at this, if we don't see a name like Sayori or my name Dodger or whatever, and there's stuff that I read here, that's me thinking to myself. So I'm not saying this stuff out loud. It might be kind of important to know that I'm not saying some of this cruel stuff. I'm thinking, you know, I'm not saying it out loud. So just remember that if you don't see a name up here, it's me thinking to myself. Well, I'm a NEET. Well, minus the education part, I'm in my last semester. Yeah, that's true, Cabby. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her own head. So now we're in school. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I even know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I'll have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I decided to come in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club, duh. She wants me to come to her club. Sayori. Yeah? Look, she's getting all excited, and I'm fixing to... I already know I'm fixing to insult her. And she's getting all excited. Look at that. A big smile on her face. She's preparing to hear the best thing. I'm gonna join your club. I'm probably gonna diss her here. Yep, there is no way I'm joining your club. I felt that one coming. Meanie. Now look how her face changed. Love it. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a brand new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. Okay, second one to join, makes sense. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less now. Yeah, I'm gonna join the anime club, Sayori. I'm not joining your freaking literature club. Sorry! Bye-bye. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She set herself up to look like an ass. Don't assume. This is what they say about assuming. ASS. You make an ass out of you and me. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Aw, who's Natsuki? A nervous laugh. Don't make promises you can't keep, Sayori. You make an ass out of you and me. We just talked about that. How you doing, PS4 player? What's going on? I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a damn cupcake, okay? And you guys will notice I'll kind of put my own words in some of these lines. I'll try to give it my interpretation as I read it. So if you guys see me changing words or adding a damn or the F word or whatever to the line, I'm not reading it wrong, guys. I'm just basically reading it as I interpret the line. So if you see me changing words up, it's because that's how I'm interpreting it. Fine, I'll stop by for a damn cupcake, Sayori, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Uh-oh. This is going to start getting dark already, huh? Cabby's like, I love you, Sayori. Oh, no. If Cabby loves Sayori, I know this is going to get bad. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, a new member is here! I told you don't call me a new member yet. Yeah, I glance around the room. Girl 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. And Girl 2 says, seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Girl 3 says, ah, Dodger. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Wow, I think a lot of guys would be pretty happy being a teenager, 14 to 18 years old or whatever it was we read, and being surrounded by all these girls welcoming me to their club. Yeah, I'd probably, depending on the look of these girls, which looks pretty impressive, I think most teenage boys would be like, hell yeah, let's turn the lights out, let's get to work. Oh boy. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Wow, you would think that I've seen this somewhere. I swear to God, guys, I have not seen this played at all. I've never played it myself. But I was just saying, I mean, these girls do look pretty cute. I think most teenage boys would be kind of happy they came in right now. Girl 2's like, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. And girl, oh, so this has got to be Natsuki. Girl 1 says, Natsuki? Huh? The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. And Sayori comes in and says, you can just ignore her when she gets moody. And Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the whole club. Yuri here, okay? Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Dodger. Monica smiles sweetly. Does Monica have a crush on me? Looks like it, maybe. Tabby says they're all cute. I would agree. They are all cute. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay, so he doesn't know Monica, but look at the way she's looking at him. I mean, this is drawn art. We know Seiyuki or whatever admires this, but for whatever reason, I'm getting the feeling that this Monica admires us just a little bit more, even though we've never really talked, or you know, she hasn't made that known. Kind of getting that feeling that Monica kind of likes me. Anybody else feeling that way that hasn't seen this yet? Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Wow. Dodger may not be playing Dodger much longer. Dodger may want to be playing Willing. I probably should have named my guy Willing, not Dodger. How you doing, Sarah? Welcome to this ever popular kind of a visual novel kind of a game where it's basically reading. I've done a lot of these kind of games. This one is massively popular on Steam. It's completely free. The link is in the description. And this one has overwhelmingly positive reviews. My guess is this game has been downloaded and played probably around 10 million times, maybe more. So very, very popular, and I'm just playing it my first time. So Monica is the most popular girl in class because she's really beautiful, she's smart, and she's got that athletic body going on, guys. Yeah. Basically, completely out of my league. Wasn't I just saying before he said she's completely out of his league that I think she kind of crushes on this guy? Yeah, I don't think that she's quite as far out of his league as he thinks. How you doing, Bubbles? What's going on? So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little embarrassing. You too, Monica. Nice to see you too. Come sit down, Dodger. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. Oh, is this going to be my first choice? Is this going to be my first choice to sit near my friend, which I kind of don't like, or Monica that I think is the most beautiful, hot, smartest, best, awesome girl in the whole freaking school. Well, who do you think I'm going to choose? I don't know. You'll have to wait and find out, won't you? I'll get the cupcakes, Sayori says. Natsuki comes in and says, yeah, I made them. I'll get them. I'm gonna kind of give her a voice like a little brat since she seems like she's kind of snobby. So, Sayori says, sorry, I got a little too excited. Yori comes in with her mature voice. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged for to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Oh man, I feel bad. I am gonna have to make this choice. You know, if this was really me, I totally want to sit next to Monika because she's beautiful and hot and sexy and smart and everything he said. But if this was me, I wouldn't want to hurt Sayuki's feelings. And so I'd probably rearrange everything so I could sit right in the middle of them and put one arm around each of them, so that neither one of them's feeling left out. We got a raid going on, guys. Synthetic Empire raid. I've never heard of you. What were you guys playing? Emily Stranger, thanks so much for subscribing. Don't trust Monika, people are saying. Welcome, Just Gaming, Raven, Jojo, Ali, Captain Joseph is here. Tomato Chain, welcome, Raiders. Thanks so much for the raid. Synthetic Empire, I appreciate the raid. Just Gaming, thanks so much for that subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome, guys. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, welcome to my stream. This is my first time playing the infamous Doki Doki Literature Club. I've never seen this game played, and I have never played it myself. Bubble Skylar, thanks so much for subscribing. Welcome, new subscribers to my channel. I appreciate that more than you know. Got Dogos, welcome. Glitch, welcome. Unbroken Sky, welcome to my stream, guys. We got a lot of people here. Thanks so much for the raid. You guys obviously had quite a few people over there, and I'm definitely going to have to check out Synthetic Empire after my stream tonight and find out all about Synthetic Empire. What was Synthetic Empire playing? And has Synthetic Empire ever played this Doki Doki Literature Club? Inquiring minds want to know. Derpy Girl, welcome. If I didn't say your name and you're here in the stream, welcome to my stream. Hopefully you enjoy it. Just Gaming, thanks so much for subscribing. Bubbles, thanks so much for subscribing. Yonder Sim, what is that? You guys, they were, okay, so they were playing the Yonder Sim. I never heard of that. What is that? He subbed to me? Okay, Synthetic Empire, yes. Thanks so much for the raid. Jojo, thanks so much for the subscriptions, everybody. He's never played, so be reasonable. Yeah, if you guys have already seen this or played this, all I ask is that you don't spoil it for me or don't play spoiler. Not only for me, but for anybody else that hasn't seen this in the stream. So please don't play spoiler. Don't do that. Don't be that guy or girl. But welcome, everybody. Thanks so much. So back here, we are in this, we've decided to check out this literature club that basically it sounds like I'm more her friend than she is my friend, if you know what I mean. Sayoki or whatever her name, Sayori, sorry, Sayori. Sayori is I'm more her friend than she is mine. I kind of don't really like her that much, it sounds like, but she kind of adores me. And now I've been asked here in this new literature club. I haven't even told Sayori that I'll join. I'm kind of rude to her from what it seems so far. You know, I just put the truth out there. I'm not joining your club at one point when she asked me to join her new club. But the only reason I came here is because she kind of told everybody that I was joining. And so she kind of set herself up to make an ass. So I guess I didn't want her to feel bad. So I decided to come and have a cupcake is what I told her. I didn't tell her I'd join, but I think she probably already thinks I'm joining. But there is a hot girl that was in my class last year named Monika that it sounds like I'm kind of, wow, she's here. So who knows, I might be joining just for her. So here we go, guys. Let's get back into it. As Sayori mentioned, there's a spot wide enough for one space. I have to choose between sitting next to Monica, the hot, smart, amazing, popular girl, or my so-so friend, Sayori, who really adores me, I guess. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling a little bit awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Okay, so it didn't even give me the choice. I thought I was going to have a choice here. See, that goes to prove I have not played the game, guys. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow. What is this face? Look at that face! That is like the most evil, sinister grin. Like she just played a big prank on me. Like, I'm wondering what the hell is on this tray. Is it not cupcakes? Is it a bunch of dildos? I mean, what do we got? Because look at that face. And look at hers. She's like, what the? Look at these expressions. Monica's like, oh, not again. She has that kind of look. But Sayori's like, what the hell did you do? Yeah, she is so proud of herself. Exactly, Cabby. Wow. I have no idea. I'm just making stuff up. I don't know, Cabby. I know this game is a dark, so I don't know. It's gonna be something effed up. I know that. Wah! She says. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Well, that's cute. That's cute. What is this evil grin for, and what is this freaked out expression for if it's cupcakes like little cats? I don't get the expressions on the faces here for really well done cupcakes, guys. Hold on, let's read more. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That sounds adorable. I can't wait to see. Oh, so she's not freaked out anymore. So cute! Wow. That fooled me. I thought we was going to have something just totally effed up on the tray. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. And Natsuki says, just hurry, take one. Uh-oh. Is this where something's going to happen? Sayori grabs one first, and then Monica, and I follow suit. Sayori bites into it, I guess, and says, it's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing all over her face. Well, on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. And Natsuki is very quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. So she's watching as I go to take the first bite of this kitty cat cupcake. Okay. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Oh, wow, this is really good. Well, thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like a... What? Did she buy them? Haven't heard this somewhere before, I'm wondering. It's not like I made them for you or anything. Oh, wow. That was kind of cold. I thought you technically did. Sayori said that you made them for me as a guest, is what she had said. Well, maybe. but not for you know, you dummy. Oh, wow. Wow. This is getting good. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation completely. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Oh, I said that, sorry. I said, you keep a whole tea set in the classroom? And she's like, don't worry, the teachers have given us permission. What? What'd I do? There we go. Oh, I hit this. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Monica comes in and says, hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Outdoor Guy, thanks so much for the subscribe, man. Saya Shark, welcome. Rock and Roll, welcome back. Good to see you. Yuri, best girl. So Monica, the one I admire the most, it sounds like, says, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you with the tea. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away, probably embarrassed. And Yuri says, I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Okay. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was really afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... kind of a little white lie. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Am I blushing? We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Ooh, Monica's gonna make me feel right at home. Cabby needs a cold shower. Uh-oh, that sounds like Cabby. Monica says, as president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Oh, so she's the president. Monica's the president, and Sayori is the vice president because she was the second one that joined. We already learned that. But anyway, I said, how come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Good question. Weren't you a leader for the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about a budget. And, oh, did I? Okay. Yeah, I fixed it. Can you guys hear me now? Sorry, guys. So anyway, Monica comes in and I says, I'm surprised that you started your own club, is what I said to her. And she basically came in and said, yeah, it's been really hard to start my own club because she's the president of the club. Sayori, our friend, that we don't really care a whole lot about, I guess. At least right now. But we care about her enough to come to the club so she's not embarrassed about telling everybody that I was joining. But anyway, she's the vice president of the club, and because she was the second one to join, she started the club, Monica did. And I asked her why she started the club, and she basically said it's not really easy to start your own new club, but she didn't like the politics and stuff like that of the bigger clubs. And she says it's not easy, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. And I said, yeah, I mean, especially nowadays, all the video games and TV and movies and everything like that, you know, literature definitely isn't something that, especially a lot of young people like we're talking about, would be into. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Everyone being all four of them. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three people. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a brand new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. And Yuri says, so Dodger, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Remember, I'm thinking that to myself, guys, because there's no name up here. Manga. I muttily quietly say to myself, half joking. And Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she decides to keep quiet. And Yuri says, not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Oh, wait a minute, what am I saying? I spoke without even thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Aww. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since she walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Okay, so she's a fantasy girl. But you know, I like a lot of things, not just reading. Stories with, oh, it is still reading. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Monica comes in and says, really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, it just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Well, you left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it aloud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is as cute as you are, Sayori says. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts a hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! I love this. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess I do sometimes. Oh, why do you care? I think that's pretty impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, no! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet, I see. Yuri says, I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your own heart. It's pretty true. I can't say I disagree with everything. Monica comes in and says, do you have writing experience as well, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yuri's like, I guess it's time for Yuri. Sayori comes in. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Monica says, okay. I have an idea, everyone. She's going to have an idea for everybody to read their own poem. Or swap them. Maybe she's going to have them trade out. I don't know. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Oh, she says, let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even, and everyone has a poem. Okay. Natsuki's like, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Dodger? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's one problem here. I haven't joined the club yet. What's the problem? Well, now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this whole entire time. I never said I was joining this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by here, but I never made any decision yet. I still have other clubs to look at, and, well, I lose my train of thought. All four girls just stare back at me with dejected eyes. I love the art. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Dodger, you all, I'm defenseless against these four girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? He's feeling the pressure, huh? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. They're all gonna bright out, yep. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Oh my. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just come for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Sounds like something she'd say from what we know of her already. And Monica says, well, then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Aw, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Dodger, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Heh. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey Dodger, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for the clubs. But sure, might as well. Yay! Boy, she really adores Dodger, don't she? With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. This whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these four girls. Alright then. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Wow, interesting. Alright. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. I don't know if this should be who I think will be cool or who I think he likes the most. I'm gonna go for who I like the most, and I think it's the purple-haired, more mature one. Not Monika, but what was her name? I forgot. What was her name, guys? The purple-haired one. Pick words that I think she would like. Wow. I have tears in my eyes. This is probably from cutting someone's onions. No, Bubbles. Alright, Bubbles, if you're leaving, have a good night. Yuri, yeah, Yuri. For whatever reason, I'm liking Yuri myself the most of the four. I kind of have a heart for Sayuri, or whatever her name is, the one that likes me. But I'm thinking he would probably... I don't know. I'm guessing he's probably going to end up liking Yuri. I don't know why. She looks like somebody that... I don't know. I think she's going to have... I'm just going to guess, guys, and we're going to say memories, dark, I have a feeling she has a bad life. I don't know why. Graveyard. And, anxiety is probably the one. Man, I can't remember their names. I'm gonna say passion as well. And, she definitely has an imagination. She also likes reading, and I think one reason she's probably went into a lot of reading is something painful happened to her. I'm gonna say pain. Disaster. And, here I'm going to say scars. Daydreaming would probably be about Sayori or whatever. I have no idea. Alone. Cry. Misfortune. But she's probably really romantic. And she's probably depressed. Fear. Broken. I don't know. Disarray. Sadness. Man, this is making me make a lot of choices. I'm probably completely wrong, but I don't know. Tragedy. We'll see. Did I make good choices, guys? I don't know. Maybe you guys know, maybe you don't. I'm picking nothing but Sayori, by the way. Alright, that's cool. If I picked all Sayori, then that's cool. I was guessing it was going to be for the Yuri. I don't know, I just figured she had a dark past with And I figured that's why she went into reading or something. But I probably guessed wrong. Hi again, Dodger. Glad to see you didn't run away from it, on us. Haha. So I guess they're back at the club again? Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club now. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Dodger. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Oh, wow. Okay. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. And I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what you plan. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Dodger always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even... Wait a minute. He helps me with busy work without me even asking him. Like cooking and cleaning my room. I do? Ah, how dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. Oh wow, I'm learning stuff about myself. And you almost set your house on fire once. Hey, that sounds like somebody else I know, Cabby. Almost setting their house on fire. Oh, that is so... you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little bit jealous. How come? You and Dodger can become friends too. Sayori. Huh? I say nothing. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori? For me? Not really. Oh, come on, don't be shy. Oh, it's really nothing. What is it, Yuri? Just never mind. Look at the way she's looking at her, like, God damn it, you. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, when really it's not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking... I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Awkward, right? Hey, don't even worry about it, Yuri. First of all, I wasn't even expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I wouldn't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Oh. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Well, that's sweet of her. I mean, I think that's really sweet of her. And we could, you know, we could discuss it after you read it if you wanted. This is how this girl accidentally being so cute. So she even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Well, Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book from her hands. Whew. Well, you can read it at your own pace, you know. I look forward to hearing about what you think. And now that everybody's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation over in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this opportunity. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess that I could always read some of the book Yuri gave to me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read right now. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. Sayori says, we're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Huh? Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everybody. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place because it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know what I mean? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative mind after that. What's this? Sayori is talking really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this at all. Well, that is a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Of course. Haha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. Well, that wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. I like it. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry now. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see a world through her eyes. Huh? I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face, feeling my vision. Wow, she's close. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Oh, I fell asleep. I said I was feeling sleepy, did I not? Yeah, night, Ollie. Have a good one, man. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? I'm sure I said that in a sarcastic tone, like, hey, let me join that one. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Boy, it does sound like her and I really know each other pretty well. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Yeah, he has a thing for Monica. Not Yuri like I was thinking. He has a thing for Monica. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Hehehe. That's what I do best. Well, that's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for your own self. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? No, not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's That's a secret. Oh, I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that, Sayori. Look, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? Oh my god, really? She's actually thinking it's written on her? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out everywhere. Ah. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out for her. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just hard to get right. I'm not falling for that, Sayori. There's more here than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. You were obviously in a rush. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. Man, it sounds like he really cares about this girl. And, you know, at the very start, it sounded like he was kind of like you know, push-offish with her. But it sounds like he cares about her more than I was thinking. She's stalking me. It's kind of hot. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm not arguing with Cabby. Personally, a 10-year rule. I don't know. Anyway, keep it cool in the chat, guys. But nobody would ever notice that. Well, I did. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about embarrassing you. Oh, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, wow. Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Oh, wow. I mean, that's pretty personal to go in a friend that you act like at the very start of the story, acted like you was kind of push-offish with. It kind of made her seem like she liked me more than I liked her. Like I didn't really want to walk with her or have anything to do with her. Now I'm running my hands through her hair to try to fix her hair. I'm trying to wipe a toothpaste stain off her collar. And here I am, I actually make a move to her tummy. I mean, we're talking about really going into someone's bubble here. You got to be really close to somebody to go in and start buttoning up their blazer or shirt. I mean, she has breasts as well. You know what I mean? You got to be pretty close to somebody to do that. I'm starting to button up her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better this looks, you're going to change your mind, Sayori. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Look where his hands are. And look at her face. Oh my god. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Exactly, that's what I was just talking about. I mean, yeah, I mean, he feels pretty comfortable and she's not backing away here. Cat Joseph's like, oh yeah, this is getting good. Oh my gosh. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Oh, wow. Oh, no, the button. She's hoping the button comes off, I think. Why, is this one a hard one to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Dodger says, does this thing even fit you properly? Are you wearing the right size, Sayori? It did when I bought it. Oh, so she's gotten bigger. Her boobs have gotten bigger. I think that's what she's saying. Her boobs have gotten bigger since she bought it. Cabby says, I used to let my female friends in high school touch my boobs. I see nothing wrong with this. Okay. I think it's a little bit personal. I wouldn't do it with somebody that wasn't my wife or a really close friend. I mean, I definitely wouldn't do it with just a hangout friend, I don't think. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore, Sayori. What are you smiling about? Hell, that's what I just said. It means my boobs are getting bigger again. Don't say that out loud, Sayori. TMI. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? Well, what kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't even do... Wait a minute. If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Oh my god. So she doesn't want a boyfriend because she wants him touching her. I told you guys from the very start that she admires Dodger here. Me, whoever this guy character is in the game. I told you right at the start that she admires him more than he admires her. He likes her more than I thought he did, but yeah, she still likes him way more. That's pretty obvious. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. Yeah, she definitely admires him. So that's why I like keeping it unbuttoned. I don't want a boyfriend. Oh, stop saying all those embarrassing things, Sayori. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Oh, jeez. Well, anyway, look, let's just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier, okay? Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we are really better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, she's got a point. Well, yeah, I guess we do. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Oh, wow. Oh, no. No, she wants me to come wake her up in the morning? Cabby, dude, this makes me want to cry. Sayori is just like high school me. Oh, really, Cabby? This is just like high school you? Who did you have? Let me ask you this, Cabby. Cabby, my moderator, says this is making her feel like just herself. So I got to ask Cabby. None of us know you, Cabby. I don't know you in real life. So what's his name? I'm playing the role of Dodger in this stream. But what's the guy you had the major, massive crush on, like Sayori does Dodger here? What's his name, Cabby? Come on, I know you know. What's his name? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. We're gonna humiliate Cabby here. None of us know him. We don't know him. We barely know you. All right, Marty. See, I knew it. Cabby had a crush. This comes out from doing this live stream. This is where it gets fun. My moderator says that she knows exactly how Sayori's feeling, basically, making her want to cry. I actually don't know Cabby that well. I just met her a couple months ago. Played a few games of Dead by Daylight with her and watched a few of her streams. But she's saying that watching this is making her want to cry because she knows how this girl feels. She relates to her. And they both had a crush on different guys. Sayori likes Dodger, the guy I came up with here in the story. And Cabby, we're talking real world now, guys. Cabby is getting emotions because she remembers good old Marty. He was older than me, though. Or he is older than me. Yeah, if he was older back then he's still older than you. Your crush was Marty McFly. Cabby's like, oh yeah, Captain. I love a nerdy space dude. I mean, my crush came out as gay. later on, so not exactly the same. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So you later found out he was gay. Yeah, see, right now, Cabby's story is more interesting right now than the Doki Doki Literature Club, and that's come out from just playing the Literature Club, but I find that pretty interesting. I actually like this Doki Doki Literature Club. We're going to go ahead and continue for a little bit longer, guys. I'm not going to play this whole thing tonight. I'm going to play this in several live stream under the Moonshines, however long it takes. But anyway, Sayori suggests to Dodger here, the guy I'm playing, maybe you should come over and wake me up in the morning. So those of you, Cabby, let me ask you real quick. You've seen this played before. Is this going completely different based on my choices than what you've seen before? I mean, is sometimes the story going a lot different than it is right now for me based on my choices? I would think it'd pretty much be the same. You've seen it to the end. I'm sure that it has different endings and stuff though. Anyway, she wants him to come over and wake her up in the morning so she doesn't sleep in, of course. You're doing it again, Sayori. I was just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. I don't really think she was joking. Monica comes in. Hey, okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote right now? Yay! Dodger, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, the same, Sayori. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. But I say to her, well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you, or Monica says, well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. So much neater. Huh. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I could sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. And I do the same myself. This is going to be interesting. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay, so I thought we were going to read our poems aloud. But no, we're just going to trade poems and show poems to someone first. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, I think this guy likes Monica, so I think he's going to be a little bit reserved about showing it to Monica. I think he's pretty close to Sayori. I think he'd probably feel most comfortable showing it to Sayori. So I'm just going to go realistically here. He doesn't really know, he only knows Monica and Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri he just met. So, and he likes Monica, so I think he's going to feel most comfortable showing his poem to Sayori first, and we're going to choose that. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it. See? I nailed it. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. And we know she wanted to read it as well. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Dodger. Huh? Ha, I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. She's my good friend, too. Remember, she might be being a little bit biased. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha 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 ha. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Yeah, Natsuki seems like he's pretty hardcore. Are you sure you don't want to... Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it, Sayori? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people do, though, you know what I mean? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Dodger poem. And that makes it extra special. Aw, how sweet. Like I can feel your feelings in the words. Sayori hugs the sheet of paper against her chest. This is adorable. This is absolutely adorable. Captain's like getting frustrated here. He's like, we need more sexy stuff, damn it. I love it, Joseph. God, Sayori, you break my heart, Cabby says. I know, isn't she sweet? And Joseph's like, you won't trick me next time, Cabby. Anyway, that is adorable. She likes this guy so much. She's taken his poem he feels like dumb about and grasping it. If you try to imagine this, guys, she's taken this poem he feels kind of silly about, probably embarrassed about because it's his first time writing a poem. She says she loves it to him, and she holds the paper next to her chest because she likes it so much, and she says things like she knows him so well or she likes him so much that she can read his feelings in his words. Yeah, she likes him a lot. That's obvious, and that's really cute. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. He's thinking that to himself, remember? Well, of course, he said that. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Dodger. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori, but you're still weird. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason that I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. So what did she write? This is gonna be good. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I just want breakfast. Click outside the poem area to continue. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. The way you glow through the blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. So she actually talks to the sun in her poem here. Kissing my forehead, the sunlight coming through her window and hitting the skin on her head. Making me rub the sleepy out of my eyes because it woke her up. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? And I look above and the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too, Mr. Sun. If it wasn't for you, Mr. Sun, I could sleep forever. But hey, I'm not mad. I just want breakfast. That's pretty damn cute. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Oh, busted. Wow. No. Well, just a little bit. Boy, he does know her pretty well, don't he? You can't answer just a little bit. This is a yes or no question, Sayori. Well, I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Oh, don't be mean. I still tried my best. Hey, I like the poem. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like, well, it sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. She wanted her breakfast. Yep. I can see how he would know that was her. I'm just hungry. I want my breakfast. Yep. That's how he knew. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late for school? Is it bad to skip breakfast? I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me your poem. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to that, Sayori. Who should you show your poem to next? Well, again, I think he's going to be most reserved about showing it to the girl I think he likes the most, Monica. Even if deep inside, he probably likes Sayori the most. But outside, at least like looking skin deep, shall we say, I think he likes Monica the most. So I think he's going to be reserved about showing it to her, even though he knows her better. I think he's going to want to get Natsuki out of the way. Let's go ahead and show it to Natsuki and get her... No, we're going to hold back on that because I'm going to hold off as long as I can. Maybe get more confidence before I give it to Natsuki because I think she's going to be playing out rude. If somebody's going to be rude about my poem, it's going to be Natsuki. So we're going to show it to Yuri, the older gal with the purple hair. Yuri. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Remember, she's the big reader. And also, I think he might share it with her as well, because he's going to be curious to know what she thinks about it, being an avid reader and being really big into literature. Wait a minute, was it her that was into literature? Or was it... No, it was Monica that was big into literature. That's why she started the club. Never mind, guys. Yeah, she wasn't the one big into literature. Monica is the one that was big into literature. Anyway, she's taking a long time to read it. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. You don't have to force yourself. Oh, I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words here. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Well, I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through. Wow, she's being brutal and telling him the truth. So it's bad. No, it is. It's bad. Look at her. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Does that mean she's embarrassed? I think it does. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Yep, she's embarrassed. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere here yet. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice anything. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. And the end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert now. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different writing skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Yeah, she's the one that reads a lot. Okay. I was thinking she was the one that, you know, seemed like the dreamer and into books and everything like that. That's why I chose all those words, because those dark words, because I thought she was into literature to get away from something painful in her life. Anyway, so she does know a lot about writing. It might take you some time, but it all just comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? In what way? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. What's up? I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. And I say, do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which, in itself, is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club after all? Anyway, she writes, in cursive, look how pretty her writing is. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. In comparison to the other poem, yeah, this is written a lot more maturely and better. This looks like a professional poem. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, and I flicker back. Wow, it's pretty deep. Talking about the future and the past and the amber glow of the lights and taking it in, the light flickering and flickering back. Ghost under the light. Interesting. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Yeah, right. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. Cursive. I actually like your handwriting. It's very pretty. Huh? Well, that's a relief. Also, I really like the poem. Even though it's very short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short, you don't think? I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dodger. Really? I must have totally missed the point then. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell just a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Wow, so it sounds like she does have a dark past. Or something dark happened. And soon to be left with nothing. Aww. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I had never even thought about that. That's really impressive. Oh, it's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that, though. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these kinds of things, too. Yeah, well, maybe you're right, Yuri. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, we're gonna go with Natsuki now. What's she gonna do? Dodger, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then just go home. Oh, wow, that was rude. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put any effort into this at all? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort into it. We all start somewhere, right? If you're so damn proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read your first poem. Painful to think about, is it? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you better start trying. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid, though. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Somehow that fits her. Her poems are trash, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, that fits her, though. Eagles can fly. That is pretty dumb. People can try, but that's about it. Wow. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Sure. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that my writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously at all. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, that's it exactly. I like it when it's easy to read and it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really, well, disheartening. So I decided to write about that. Yeah, I understand. But on the other hand, nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. So you did, I guess you went into it more than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Oh man, she's obnoxious. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess I didn't. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I'm not going to take that away from her. And last one is Monica, the one I think he likes the most. At least that he thinks he likes the most. I think deep inside he probably likes his friend most. Hi, Dodger. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any kind of suggestions for the club, or like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to just bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind, Monica. Of course, I'd be afraid to bring anything up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but yeah, I guess I'll let you read it. Don't worry, Dodger. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know what I mean? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Really? Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, aren't you? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, for example. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. That's true. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think it's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not just reading more into this than there is here? I might be. My gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing is a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring around with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things as well? Yeah, I agree, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could be a while before I feel totally comfortable doing this, though. Well, that's okay. I'd love to see you try some new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything like that. Okay? And so we both laugh, and she says, anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know what I mean? I see. Well, let's go ahead and read it then. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. Wow. This is already starting off dark. A hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, but it was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, but I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Wow. That's pretty fucking deep. We know she's definitely going pretty deep there into something that happened with her. A guy. Some guy. Might have been her father. I don't know. Okay. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback about poetry. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. This is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Was that what was the inspiration behind this one? Good question. Well, I'm not sure quite how to put it, Dodger. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's really been influencing my poems quite a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you're never going to make any progress. Just force yourself to write something down on paper and tidy it up or make it rhyme or whatever later. Another way to think about it is like this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. It makes sense. I like that. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Natsuki says, what's with the language? Or what's with the language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Dodger too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Oh my. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Dodger liked my poem as well, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Dodger appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Oh, wow. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Huh? Are you really that full of yourself, Yuri? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately went out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, wow. Trying to burn her. Sayori comes in. Is everyone okay here? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Dodger started showing up. Oh, or that's what, yeah, that's not what Yuri said. I said that wrong. That's what Natsuki said. Of course it's her. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Dodger showed up. Yuri says, Natsuki. Monica comes in and says, Natsuki, that's a little... And Nat and Yuri are like, This doesn't involve you! Sayori says, I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing right there. Dodger... She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have never happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader. You shouldn't have to force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to Dodger. Or help me explain that to her, Dodger. Wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Dodger? Now we got a brawl between these two. Well... how did I get dragged into the middle of this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing anyway, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. No, I don't think he's going to be afraid to just side with Natsuki here. She's obviously going to be a better writer. She reads, and her poem was more impressed. I'm not going to be scared to tell, to offend this little brat here. So Yuri. Yeah, Natsuki's a little brat. So, yeah, I'll side with Yuri. And Dodger says, Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different than your own. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting real feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. Oh, I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Yeah. But Natsuki, you took it way too far here. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? This is exactly what I did. It was her that... And Monika comes in and says, Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things I think you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, probably nobody has taken her side here. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her in the moment. Sayori comes in and says, sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. And I say, Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. And without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out of the room. And on her way out, she crumples up her poem with her hands and throws it in a trash can. Sayori says, Natsuki. Monika says, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands, Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Yuri's like sighing. Is everything alright, Yuri? I'm so embarrassed, Dodger. I I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me right now. No, no, Yuri, not at all. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could have. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Dodger. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of the club now. It's nothing. And one more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about you, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm just gonna go make some tea, okay? Hey, that's a good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah, I will. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? Sayori comes in and says, it was a lot of fun. And Yuri says, well, I'd say it was worth it. And Natsuki's already back, okay? Eh, it's alright. Well, mostly. Dodgers, what about you? Yeah, I say the same. It has a neat thing. It was kind of a neat thing to talk with everyone about their poems. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends as well. So, your poems will turn out even better tomorrow. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Yuri says, Dodger, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Alright guys, that is day one. I think that is a great place to end. I start getting choked up. My voice gets dry, as you heard a couple of times when I read too much. Going 2 hours is even a long time. With these kind of visual novels, guys, I know from past experience that a lot of people, that you might have seen, Markiplier and whoever else might have streamed this, a lot of people tend to read these things really, really fast. They read 100 words per minute, and I tend to go a lot slower than most people on these kind of things. So however long most people take to play this, it's probably going to take me a lot longer. Anyway, guys, welcome. Coop, how you doing, Coop? Anyway, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I guess the game. Don't worry, you can cut through the armor. It's been so long. How many days till the next chapter? I don't know. I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to be playing The Walking Dead or I'm going to be playing this. I have a feeling it's going to be Doki Doki Literature Club. But yeah, we're gonna be doing live stream on the Moonshine every day this week, Monday through Friday. Midnight Eastern is the starting time, 9 p.m. Pacific. So we will continue this in the next day or two, guys. Or the next few days, anyway. If not tomorrow, it'll be soon. I'm definitely interested in this. I want to see how it ends. It's got really good reviews on Steam, and I definitely want to finish it. Stick with Doki Doki, Zax. It gets really good. How far am I into it? Am I like 10% into it, do you think? Am I halfway through it? I don't think I'm halfway through it. I'm guessing I'm closer to like 20% or something. And probably more than 20%, but I got at least a couple more episodes, I'm sure. I'm having a feeling. Set up a therapist appointment at the end of the week once you're done. Oh, really? Is it that dark, Abby? Wow. It gets really good. I'm like 10% done. Yeah, somebody told me the average playtime was like 5 or 6 hours or whatever, and I told them I was like, it's gonna take me at least double that. This bit is the build-up. It's boring compared to the rest. Yeah, I mean, it's got overwhelming positive reviews for a reason. Everybody's raving about it for a reason. So I definitely look forward to finishing it. I will finish it, guys. We're going to finish this. And hopefully you guys will be here when I get to the dramatic, exciting part, like you guys are saying. And we will get there together, guys. Sorry if I missed a lot of your comments, guys. When I'm reading, it's really hard for me to look over and read comments and stuff like that. So I'm just letting my moderators, whatever moderator is here, kind of handle any spoilers or anything like that being given out in the chat or whatever. So thank you, Cabby, for doing that tonight. And guys, we will be continuing the Doki Doki Literature Club real soon, maybe tomorrow night on Livestream under the Moonshine. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I love you all. Thanks for being here, and hopefully you not only tune in, but hopefully you grab a friend, an online friend, to come watch the next one with you as well. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Take care. Love you all.